Then the final card, I haven't actually made up to show you. I'm going to show you this, so it's going to be a little bit of a wow card as I make it. And for this card, I'm going to show you something called a masking technique. So I've actually stamped my... So I've got a card base. This is just an ordinary card base, just the usual way round. And then I have another piece of card which is cut slightly smaller. So this is cut 14.3 this way by 10 this way. So ½ centimetre smaller all round. And this is the card we're actually going to do the technique on. I haven't actually stamped my greeting on here, so I'll just do that quickly. Because this is the greeting is going to be exactly the same as before, just cut out. With my trusty old double oval punch, that had better never retire because I love it. I lost it. Oh, there it is. So, oops. Of course, I've used a scrappy little bit of card, so I need to fiddle with it to get it in. Where's my pokey tool gone? I had that a second ago. There we go. Right, so there is that, and I need my background to go with it. There is my sentiment done. Stick it together now, and then I won't forget. But the technique I want to show you to make this card, it's basically a masking technique. That's better. Right. So it's a masking technique, and for that I'm using some temporary adhesive, removable adhesive. I get this from Amazon, but it's removable, it sticks, but then you can rub it off once you've finished. So I'm going to use my template, and I'm actually going to stick it on. I'll use this side of it, and I'm just going to put some of the removable adhesive because I don't want it to move while I've got it down. And it's going to be the centerpiece of my card. So it's going to go more or less in the middle. So I'm sticking this on my smaller cut piece of card, and I just want that to go on there. And then I'm actually using the really large stamp from the Blessings of Home set, which is this one, which I haven't used this set very much. I wasn't quite sure about. I'm never quite sure about big images, but big images are brilliant for this particular technique. So that is my cross stuck on with the removable adhesive. And then I'm going to get my ink on my stamp. With a big stamp, I would always take the ink pad to the stamp. And then I'm going to stamp it twice around this cross. So we'll have it the first one up here, and the second one in the bottom corner here. I'll turn it round so I've got a bit more bulk at the bottom here, like that. So it looks really messy at the moment, doesn't it? Don't worry, it's going to be okay. I might just put a little bit more up there, use the top of the stamp. Clean this so it's not going to put any more on the bottom of the stamp, and to be absolutely sure. Sticky notes are so useful in crafting. I only want the top of this bit, which already has some ink on it, so I'm just going to have an extra little leaf up in the top corner there. There we go. So now it's a matter of colouring it in. So I've got a mixture of my Stampin' Blends here. Let's put that away before I lose it. And we shall use, this is Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to do the small, just go through the small flowers in Flirty Flamingo. This has got quite a lot of texture already in the actual stamp. I think we'll have the centre of this as Flirty Flamingo as well. Why not? So again, I'm going to do this relatively quickly because I don't want to be boring everybody. But it'll just give you an idea. Then you'll see that. But I need to do this before I can show you the wow factor. So let's have the centre of that one. just so there's some coordination. Add a little bit more depth with the darker blend. If you're doing this properly, you'd take much more time, of course, to add it all in, but I'm just going to do it very quickly. You can see there I've coloured most of the bits around. I will finish this later, but here is the magic bit. We're now just going to peel off the cross because it's removable. It's got a little bit left, and all you do with the bit that's left is rub it with your finger or with a, actually you can use a rubber, just to get those bits off. And there you have a masked technique cross. You can see you've just got the outline of the cross. You can go over that in black marker if you wanted to make it even stand out more, but it's a lovely way to use a stamp to go round an image. So just to finish it off, I would use, you get the idea, I would just use my ruler, go round that just in black, just to bring it out. You'll see the finished card when I put the post up because I'll take a picture of it, but that then will sit on the front of this card like that. And there we have yet another Easter card. Oops. Might have the Easter thing up there, actually. Whatever. Perhaps there. Perhaps there. We'll see. What do you think? Anyway, bringing that close and you can see it perhaps better. Yeah. Get the idea? So it's a nice way to do a card. I've got no then dimension on there. You could, of course, cut out a cross and stick it on. That's another way of doing it. So you could have your cross stuck on there if you wanted, but I think this is a really nice card. If you're sending one abroad, so you need it to be even flatter for the postage, then that's a nice way to do it.